Ooh, what's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB, and welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2013. We are playing as WWF in the year 1998, and we are booking Monday Night Raw in the new month, May. Yeah, we're in the first week of May, and I believe we are 2 weeks away from Over the Edge, so we got to book up to that. Last week, we found out that at that same pay-per-view, or at the pay-per-view Over the Edge, that we will see Stone Cold Steve Austin defend his title against Triple H after Triple H defeated Shawn Michaels in a match. So we're going to have a little bit of a fallout between those two tonight, is a little bit of obvious. So I think the way we're going to start off the show, which is not going to be a match, is we're going to do an angle. And how would I want to run this? Because a modern TV opening would see them arguing. But you know what? Yeah, we're going to do a modern TV opening. It's going to start off with Shawn Michaels calling out Triple H, and the two will go back and forth and argue for a bit. HHH apologizes and tells him about their tag match tonight. So we are going to see these two start out the night arguing for a bit. Shawn Michaels kind of calling out Triple H for saying, "You cheated last week. You had help from China. I should be the number one contender." And Triple H saying, "Let's put that in the past right now." Yada yada. Kind of going back and forth, teasing a little bit of hate between the two, and possibly even for the upcoming match tonight between the two, because Triple H reveals to Shawn Michaels that they will be teaming tonight, and they have a big opportunity tonight as a team because they will be taking on the WWE Tag Team Champions of the World, not Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. The winning combination, Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman. So that is our main event of the night. And then we are also, I would like to do a psych up angle later on. And it'll be Triple H psyching up Shawn Michaels, saying, "Come on, dude, we got this. Don't worry, blah, 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 blah." You know, fun jazz like that. About 3 minutes to work with there. And then what would I like to do? Would I like to do the winning combination hyping up the match? Nah. I think what we'll do is we'll do a ringside scouting, and it'll be tag, and we will see Billy Gunn and Road Dogg come out and scout the tag team champions. Cool. I'm always worried that I'm gonna do it the wrong way. And then we will have our match. 2v2 D-Generation X versus the winning combination. Have we had these two fight in the past? No, this is the first time we've seen these two fight before. Interesting. And we'll have it go for 13 minutes. I'm going to put Road Dogg on the commentary table. Not the titles on the line. And we will see Triple H get the victory. We'll have Steve Blackman take the loss. An open, all-out match. And it'll be a distraction finish with Ken Shamrock being distracted by Road Dogg, while Billy Gunn let's just do the distraction. Ken Shamrock to be distracted by Road Dogg, and that'll have it end the way we want it to. And there's a little bit of a fun thing going on there where I would like to believe Michaels was about to win and Triple H kind of tagged in and stole the victory. So there we have that match. I also think we should have an interview or a promo, more like it, where Stone Cold is hyping up the match against Triple H. Give him 5 minutes to work with because he's Stone Cold. And that'll be it for the main storyline. And then other things I'd like to do. I know I'm going to do a Mankind match. We'll have that be the semi-main. Mankind will take on... Exclude booked. Could do Mankind versus... Not Jeff Jarrett. Why is Jeff Jarrett's momentum in the toilet all of a sudden? Might do Jeff Jarrett, actually. Just to help him get his momentum up. Yeah. Let's go Jeff Jarrett. No, because the whole thing is Jeff Jarrett's not supposed to be here tonight. So let's do somebody else. Goldust. Have you two fought in the past? Most likely. Mankind won both times. Okay. We're going to have The Rock on commentary for this. I feel like I'm just kind of repeating the same match in a way because we're going to do like pretty much the same thing. Mankind. Oh, no, Mankind's not going to get the victory. Goldust is going to get the victory in an open, all-out match. And it'll be a tainted win with... Should we do interference? Let's do interference, kind of change it up. That way it's not the exact same thing. Interference from The Rock. Or better yet, what we'll do is we'll have Mankind win. It'll be a DQ finish. And it'll end when The Rock interferes, and we'll say something like... I don't know. Rock, like, Mankind says something to Rock and he feels disrespected or, throws Goldust onto The Rock. More like that, I think. He throws Goldust into him and then, like, that leads to the Rock interfering and beating down on Mankind. I think that's what we'll do. And then we'll do a ringside, or no, not that, a save from 2-on-1 attack. And it'll be Owen Hart coming to the save of Mankind from The Rock and Goldust. And that'll probably lead to a tag team match next week between the three. Oh, not Owen Hart. I wanted to just take a minute off of this. I don't think it needs to be 3 minutes long. You know what? Whatever. We'll just keep it. Yeah, we're fine. And we'll do that. Boy. That's what I meant to do. Why is the New Age Outlaw scouting so far above? I've been messing that up a lot lately, I've noticed. And then that'll do. So we have that. And I think there's a T in about, by the way. So let's put that T there. So let's look at the thing, or the storylines here, and figure out what we want to do next. We need to start this for sure. So I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do with that. In fact, let's start the night off with that. We'll do a tag team match to start off the night. It'll be the team of Taka and Jushin Liger facing none of these team people. Let's go to enhancement talents, and let's do... Well, probably won't start off the night with this match, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. Looking at it even more. In fact, might do a different team altogether. Steve Corino and somebody. Steve Carino and Devin Storm. Yeah, let's do that. Jushin Liger versus the team of Devin Storm and Steve Carino. So we'll have this go on for, let's give them 6 minutes. That'll be fine, I think. And we'll have Tachi Michinoku win. That'll be that. Nothing much to explain here. Put this afterwards. I still don't think that's going to be the opening bout, but we'll put it there because it's going to be early on. And then we'll do post-match. Who wrote that? Was it me? Might have been. Post-match attack, where we'll have Taka Michinoku and Jushin Liger get attacked by Brian Christopher and Mark Miro from behind. Good 2 minutes there. And then later on, I want to do hype by manager. And it'll be Sable hyping up Mark Miro and Brian Christopher versus Taka and Jushin Liger, possibly next week on Monday Night Raw. And that'll go there, but there's going to be stuff in between that. So that starts that storyline. We have that one. We kind of have the Goldust thing. Probably will give Owen Hart another match tonight, maybe in the opening bout. We have something for Jeff Jarrett, and I have something for Ahmed Johnson. Let's book Owen real quick, actually, though. So Owen Hart will take on none of you. Or better yet, we don't need Owen in the starting bout. Let's put Vader in the opening match. We'll do Vader. What was that? Why'd I do that? Vader versus, we need faces. So Vader can take on, well, looks like a main eventer. Is anyone here? Not Ahmed Johnson. So no. Excuse me. Did not mean to cough. Do Vader versus the Godfather. Start off the night. Give them 8 minutes. Vader. And then decisive work the crowd match. So Vader versus Godfather will be the opening bout. And then we'll move on to an angle after that. We'll probably do Ahmed Johnson walking. Worker is walking. Here comes Ahmed Johnson to the ring. And then we'll have him come out and I'm going to do challenge, but we're going to clone this angle and I'm going to keep this. And it's going to be called Worker Calls Another Out. So one worker comes to the ring for another worker to come face him in the ring. And we'll just do, that's fine, I guess. Save this. And then it'll be Ahmed Johnson calling out Rob Van Dam. Calls out RVD. Give him 4 minutes. And instead, where's Authority? I don't want to do the whole "you're fired" thing, but practically that's what we're going to be doing, just not the "you're fired" part of it at the very end. So we're going to do abuse of power, and it'll be. Do I want to do Vince McMahon? Yeah, let's do it. We'll do Mr. McMahon coming out and informing Ahmed Johnson that no, you will not be taking on RVD tonight, but instead you'll be taking on the Dudleys. We'll have that go on for 4 minutes. And that'll book our handicap match that I wanted to do. So let's go. Where would that be at? Would it be here? Yeah. Handicap 2-on-1. And it'll be practically Vince McMahon's coming out and stating that, oh, RVD's not in the building tonight. So Ahmed Johnson versus the Dudley Boys. We'll give you guys 8 minutes seems fine. Would Almond Lau... would Almond? Did I just call him Almond? Oh, that's hilarious. We're going to give Ahmed Johnson a victory, but this is going to be a DQ victory again, so it's going to be 2 DQs on the show. And it'll be after Rob Van Dam shows that he is here. And there we go. So Ahmed does get the victory, but at what cost? At what cost, do I say? And there we have all that fun. Probably do a Brock promo. Actually, let's do a Mankind promo in between. So it'll be interview and hype, and it'll be Mankind cutting a promo on his match against Goldust tonight, but also throwing in The Rock in there. Give him a nice 6-minute promo. And then that'll lead to the Taka match. Boom. Put something in between these two. Or better yet, that can be like we come back and then... Nah, I still want to put something in between these two. So let's do another promo. And it'll be The Undertaker cutting a promo on Jeff Jarrett. Practically talking about the events that have occurred and all that fun jazz. And that'll be in between the Sable thing. And we'll probably have a match in between this. Still need a match for Kane. But I did use Kane last week, so I don't think he desperately needs a match. How many more minutes? 5 minutes left? Another squash match? Yeah, I guess we could do it. Let's do it. We'll do a Kane squash match again. So Kane, enhancement talent, faces. Let's do openers. And let's do Jerry Lynn. And instead of a complete squash match, let's give it 6 minutes time. And we'll have Kane win and we'll make it decisive. And that'll be the show. We'll put that Kane right after the Undertaker promo. And Sable doing the Taka. There we go, that. Boom, 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 boom. I like it. So let's look at analysis real quick. And let's look at who I would like. I would like to get Jeff Jarrett on the card along with D'Lo just to help get them some more momentum. So let's go ahead and put them on there. So let's do tag team match. And we'll do Jeff Jarrett and Kid Cash versus Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. Have it go on for 8 minutes pre-show, and Jarrett gets the victory, decisive. And then we'll do main event of the pre-show will be D'Lo Brown versus not Farouk. I don't want to do Farouk. Might have to though. Yeah. So D'Lo versus Farouk to help get him some momentum. I haven't used Farouk in a while. Unless we've done this match too many times. Yep, I knew it. Okay. Well, that kind of throws a wrench into the plans. Do Owen Hart versus Farouk. And we'll even have Owen defend his title. Just to get another defense, and that'll be the main event. So 13 minutes we'll give them. Owen gets the victory in an open match. That'll be the main event for that. And then D'Lo was used last. Okay, so he's not desperate. And I would also probably like to get the Kings a victory as well. So let's do that as well. Just to help get him some more momentum. So let's do the Kings versus the Headbangers. I believe these two teams have fought twice already. They fought last week on Raw. That's funny. Let's do someone else then, just to change it up a bit. Let's go faces, single, do mid, lower, opener. Do the Blackjacks. Let's do Al Snow and Bob Holly. Give them 8 minutes to work with as well. Let Brian Christopher get the victory, and that'll do that. And that'll be the first match. All right, so welcome to the Nerds and Geeks who looked into the description to click ahead of time and view the show. I kind of like what we did with the show here. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun, so let's run this. So we have 3 pre-show matches, all on, well, not all of them. The one of them is just kind of main event match. About that had some solid reaction, but not existent crowd heat. The Kings defeating Al Snow and Bob Holly. Just the kind of way to get Brian Christopher some momentum on his side. Mark Miro is also improving in technical and performance. We then move on to a 51D plus, solid reaction, but non-existent crowd heat. Jeff Jarrett and Kid Cash defeating the Hardys with the flying drop kick. And Jarrett looked good out there. Good. Hardy's improving in technical skills, Jeff Hardy to be exact, and Kid Cash is improving in both Rumble and performance. And then our main event gets a 67C plus. Some good action and average heat. Owen Hart defeating Farouk by submission with a sharpshooter. Defending his Intercontinental Championship as well. So we start off the night. Oh, I thought this was like, it was saying, because of the language barrier for a second. Started the night with Shawn Michaels coming down to the ring, calling out Triple H for last week, stating that he thought Triple H was his friend, but he can't believe a friend would cheat to win, especially when it comes to something as important as the WWF Championship, stating that last week he had to use China to help him to win the #1 contendership. This leads to Triple H coming down to the ring. The two go back and forth, arguing for a bit before Triple H says that, let's not argue, we're friends, I'm sorry. Blah, 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 that stuff. And he informs Shawn Michaels that tonight they have a huge opportunity ahead of him. He talked to Vince, and tonight they're going to be taking on the WWE Tag Team Champions, and even says, could you imagine what a win could do for us? We could go on to become the Tag Team Champions. And that puts over the fact that later on tonight that we will see the winning combination take on D-Generation X. And then we have our first match of the night. Some good action and average heat. Vader defeating Godfather in 8 minutes and 9 seconds with a powerbomb. And then we go on to see Ahmed Johnson walking down to the ring. He challenges RVD to a match. This leads to Vince McMahon coming out and, well, this even pushed along the story. Interesting. Telling Ahmed that RVD is not in the building tonight. And, by the way, I meant to talk a little bit more about the RVD challenge. He brings up the fact how RVD had to have his boys come out and jump him and all that. So this leads to Mr. McMahon coming out and telling Ahmed that RVD is not in the arena tonight, but instead that he's going to put him in a handicap match against the Dudleys, the two men who attacked him last week. So then we have a 54 C-, and the bout had some solid reaction, but not much weighing heat. Ahmed Johnson defeating the Dudley boys in 8 minutes and 2 seconds when they were disqualified after RVD revealed he was truly in the arena and came out and attacked Ahmed Johnson. And then we have Mankind cutting a backstage promo where he hypes his upcoming battle against Goldust later tonight and also mentions he doesn't know what The Rock's issue with him is. And that gets a 68C+. We move on to a 46D. Solid in ring action but non-existent crowd heat. Taka and Jushin Thunder Liger defeating the team of Devin Storm and Steve Corino when Michinoku defeated Corino with the Michinoku driver. And Devin Storm got a 73 on his Psycho gimmick, and Steve Corino got a 77 on his old school heel gimmick. But they have absolutely zero chemistry as partners. I somehow choose two people that have zero chemistry as a partner. Well, this was mostly just meant to help get Taka and Liger some momentum on their side, as well as in starting the storyline between their opponents. Devin Storm's improving in technical, so we move on. And we get a... Did I not press next? 32E+ for this lower mid-card feud, so it's not too bad. Taka and Jushin Liger are celebrating when Brian Christopher and Mark Miro come out and attack them from behind, just throwing their hatred for them. And then we come back from our commercial break. Undertaker comes out to the ring, cuts a promo on Jeff Jarrett, talks about how Jarrett is scared of the Undertaker, and that's why he's not here tonight, because he knew that the Undertaker was going to be here and that he's going to get his revenge and all that fun jazz. In fact, I'm thinking that that's going to lead to him challenging Jarrett to a steel cage match at our next pay-per-view. Let me know what you guys think about that. We then go into a 66C+ and some good action, but not much weighing heat. Kane defeating Jerry Lynn with a flying clothesline. Just another way to keep Kane's momentum rolling while I don't have a feud for him. And then I thought this would do a lot better. I thought Sable's entertainment was up. Maybe not. Sable does an interview hyping up the Kings taking on the Hakan Liger. This will take place next week, so let's book it now. Let's go Taka and Jushin Thunder Liger versus the Kings next week on Monday Night Raw. Move on from that. Stone Cold Steve Austin cuts a promo hyping the upcoming bout against him and Triple H at Over the Limit. Just want to see if I have that booked. I do. And then we have our semi-main event about that featured great action and average heat. Mankind defeating Goldust when Goldust was disqualified after The Rock ran in and attacked Mankind. So we had Luna do some good work. Mankind and Goldust have some good chemistry. I think I knew that already. And Goldust is improving in Rumble and technical. And this leads to Owen Hart racing down to the ring to make the save as he sees both Goldust and The Rock beating down on Mankind. And this will most likely lead to a tag team match between the two next week, or the four next week. Then we see Triple H psyching up Shawn Michaels for the upcoming tag team match that will take place next. And then before the match can take place, the New Age Outlaws, I almost called them the Ringside Outlaws. The New Age Outlaws come down to the ring to do a little bit of a ringside scouting on the tag team champions and their future opponents. And our main event gets, oh my god, yes! Wow! I was not expecting this to do an 80. I was expecting a C from these guys. An 80B featured great action and average heat. D-Generation X defeating the winning combination when Triple H defeated Steve Blackman by pinfall after illegally losing the ropes for leverage. So this was freaking great. Way to end off the show. Still showing that DX has a little bit of a, alliance for themselves. But like I said, I would like to imagine that main event bout probably taking, Shawn Michaels getting the super kick on Steve Blackman, and then Triple H taking the tag and getting the victory. So we got an 80B on that Raw, and it increased our popularity in 15 regions. So that was a really good Raw. I'm super happy with that, mostly because of that main event, to be completely honest. In fact, I'm curious to see where that main event ranks in our top 100 matches. I'm going to check that out once we load a little bit. So if you nerds and geeks are done watching, there's nothing else storyline progression going on, you are more than welcome to click off. But if you want to keep along with me and see what's going on in the world, stay along. Let's see what Nitro did. So we did the 80B. Nitro does an 82B. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Despite our main event being better than theirs. How did they get an 80B? Just because their brawl between Flair and Hogan? Get over it. There's no way. Mine was better. Whatever. I don't understand how theirs did better than me. Better than mine. Whatever. I'm not having a good... I'm not speaking too well right now for some reason. Oh, look. Blackjack. And they look... We want to be on Raw. All right. Next week, I'll have you guys job out to a team, probably. Who else has some minor morale? Is it Animal? Are you new? Probably. Yeah. Probably have to get Animal on there. And Hawk. Got a lot of minor morale issues. And then, of course, look at Sunny. That's McMahon. My bad. Sunny. She's irritated to being left off of Raw. Well, your contract's up anyway, so, there's that. Alright, so Raw was up on every network. And, like I said, I wanted to see how that ranked on our top 100. So that was the May Raw, and that is number 9 on our top 100 events. It's not our best Raw. Our best Raw was in April 1999, but our Raws are doing really good right now, Nerds and Geeks. As for matches, let's see how that tag team match ranked. Nah, there's not even in our top 10. 80 plus, or the B pluses are. But that is our top 16th match. Okay. Let's look at storylines before we end this off. I thought this would be at least a little better because of the matches, but you know what, whatever. It's still producing. That's fine. This is doing well. This is doing well. It's doing as I expected. I wish it was doing a little bit better, but it's still not that bad. This is doing well, but I still think Jeff Jarrett and Taker, yeah, they're doing better than this. And this one's doing well. All right, cool. How did that not help them out a little bit? Whatever. So, as for that, I'm going to end off this video. I hope you nerds and geeks have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor. Leave me a comment, a like, and please subscribe if you have not already. And as always, my name has been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB. And I'll see you nerds and geeks for Shotgun Saturday Night and for the other videos. Because I know some of you might not even check out Shotgun Saturday Night. It is the B show after all. Either way, nerds and geeks, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.